Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the tank. Let's make sure we have this volume turned down all the way so that we don't recreate an echo. And Danny Dimes, good morning. Good morning, Viet Cats. There you go. Danny Dimes here on the scene early to get the day started. And off we go. Good morning, Viet Cats. Sofi looking very good this morning. We're right out of the bell here almost. 7:59 is what I saw literally 10 minutes ago when I started working on this thumbnail. Follow money, people. Let's go take a quick look here in a minute. Let me wait till everybody gets in the tank here with me. I want to thank you for being here today. And I'm going to have to take some time off today. So I'll be here during the morning session here, probably till 10:30 to 11. And then I'm going to have to take some time off today. A little bit of a break and got to take care of some personal things. Every once in a while, got to, tidy up the fort. Got my Led Zeppelin shirt on today. I like that. Don't know if you know it, but if you have this album, anybody, hold it up against a mirror and you'll see the face that this forms, this image over here. Hold it up against a mirror and you'll see that it makes a little creature, kind of a dragon looking thing. Let's just wait for everybody to get in here, though. And then we'll get to the display screen up to the top. Well, let's just go ahead and do that now. And let's downsize my image a bit. There we go. Whoa. We're getting there. And we'll put it here, mid-page side. And let me know if I need to move it, everybody, please. And now I'll set this screen here, and we'll come back over to here. We'll move this one over here onto this monitor. And we're looking at several other stocks this morning, too. As usual, got our eyes on several. And here we go, folks. Ringing the opening bell. And we're going to go off. Today's going to be the second of many green days in our future. That's my call. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Many, many green days ahead of us. Expect a quick spike to 755, one of their favorite numbers. If we break that, it'll be 766. Double K in the house. Good morning, Double K.
Good morning. Are you live?
I am up and live. Have you got a hot one for us this morning?
Well, just want you to look at RSI.
RSI. All right. Something's going on here with my stream. I moved the screen over and then nothing happened. So give me a second here. Get a little technical issue resolved. I don't know what happened. It was up nice and cool. I could see it very clearly. But now I don't see my live stream. So we'll try to refresh this page. Been having a lot of weird problems with YouTube lately. Not sure what's going on with them.
Hackers.
I know that Instagram went down 2 days ago and Facebook went down.
Yes, I know. Facebook, it was irritating the crap out of me. And Yeah, there's a lot of outages lately.
Yes, there are. Now I know there's been a lot of sun activity, solar flares and EMPs, electromagnetic pulse waves
So
come.
I'm not sure if you heard. My brother told me all about it and sent me a video. But there was a vape shop um, in Claremont County or in uh, um, maybe Chesterfield Township or something along those lines down that way.
In
Right there in
Florida?
Michigan.
Oh, in Michigan.
No, in
Okay.
Michigan.
Okay.
That went up in flames and was shooting stuff all over the place and killed a kid and
Oh,
destroyed all types of shit.
oh,
It's crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
Had not heard a thing about that.
As soon as you put in as soon as you put in there, the vape shop exploding or something like that in Michigan, watch what happens.
Wow. Uh, I want you to know, God, gosh, man.
And I guess they had a bunch of illegal canisters or something like that in there.
Heavy duty, man.
I'm guessing they were CO2 canisters or something along those lines, but they were blowing up.
Wow. You guys hear that? If anybody's here in Michigan, I know Connor Roberts lives here. Uh, we're going to try and get this up and working here, folks. Just give me a second here. As you can see, view your channel. Here we go.
Oh yeah, no. All you have to put in is vape shop explosion, and it says explosion at Clinton Township, Michigan. Vape supplier kills 19-year-old, and then it says they killed a man a quarter of a mile away.
Goodness gracious. What could they have had in there, man? Wow.
They said that they had illegally stored chemicals and stuff like that. So debris, I guess, was going 2 miles away.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Seriously, just look. All you have to do is just put it in your phone. Man.
All right. Oh, I will. I will. I'm just right now. I'm trying, like I said, get my page started up here, and I don't know what the heck's going on.
But that's all you need to put in is just vape shop explosion, and it comes up.
Oh, wow. Well, that's too bad, man. I guess I'm sorry to hear that anybody's life was lost.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of regulations happen after that one, buddy.
Well, we're trying right now. Okay, it looks like we've got this thing working, and it says stream setup help. Where's my? There we go. We're up and running. Look at all these people in here already with me in the tank this morning. Danny Dimes, good morning. Horserino, guten Morgen. Chad Caraway, good morning. Vagabond Joe's, I'm tracking Danny Dimes from Uncle Bruce to Catfish now. Watched his video last night. To good humor. Let's go Catfish. All right. I agree. You selling any today, Tyler? No, probably not. I'm not incentivized to sell here. I'm waiting until 10. Within the month, we'll sell over 10. Good morning, Rafael Orozco. I'm cashing in on RSI 2, says Danny Dimes.
Aha, Danny.
Sell order wouldn't fill at 746 in the pre-market. Kevin Para, $9 this month. Yes, I believe so. I believe 10 is in the cards by the 29 days from now, as usual. Vagabond, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. All right, here's the deal. Double K. We got some viewers here that want you to come on live with me. So
Really?
yeah, so the question is, do you have a computer, a laptop?
I have 2.
Good.
3.
Good. And so here's all you have to do.
Have to figure this out.
Oh, I already have it figured out. I know how to do it already. I can do it right now. But we'll have to work it out and coordinate it, and I'll send you an invitation, and then you just reply, and bam, then you're going to be on my channel with me.
Okie dokie.
Everybody, tell Double K to come on the show. I just did, and everybody wants to see you, get a be able to put a face to the voice. Yeah.
With the voice, yes.
Yes, yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm only going to be running today from probably now until my plan is till around 11 o'clock today doing this live feed. Look at the high today. I told you. Look at that. Folks, now you know why I have a cell number. Does anyone know for sure on my sheet? The cell number on my sheet is $7.54. One of the cell numbers is there because of the 55 and how much they like to stop it there. So there you go. This morning you could have already sold at this morning's high of 754. Now, granted, in the pre-market I saw 759, but they're not going to show you that number on Yahoo. They only show you pre-market lows. That's all they do. If the low is lower in pre-market, they post it. If the high was higher in pre-market, they will not. They'll only show you the high of the day. That's Yahoo for you. And they've lowered the price target on SoFi again. They keep doing it. They dropped it another 4 cents. For the longest time, about a year ago, they had the price target at $9.28. Then they raised it to like $9.49 for a little while. Then they dropped it back to $9.28, then $9.20, then $9.10, then $9. Now they've dropped it to $8.96. So there you go, folks. Now keep in mind that yesterday's low on SoFi was 705, and we're 40 cents higher than that and running into resistance here. And look at the volume again already, folks. 7 million shares traded in 10 minutes. We had 26 million all day long 4 days ago. And now we're at almost 8 million in 10 minutes. So this is a war of attrition that the longs are definitely going to win, I believe. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
No, when there's that much volume coming in on it, it's going to go up.
Yep. And I also want you to know, folks, if you haven't done this yet, go over to YouTube and look up what Uncle Bruce posted about this movement on SoFi. Look at it, and you'll understand what's going on with this new thing here. I just don't know what is going on with YouTube here. It's really, really frustrating. Every time I just try to move this over onto my monitor, it decides it wants to do something stupid. I don't know what the heck it's doing. I can't see anything that anybody said. As soon as I moved that over, it's weird. It's just acting so weird. YouTube has been acting weird, going in and out, and I saw it also. I saw it also with Danny Dimes. BITF missed on earnings. All right, I sold it. I told you, folks, never hold through earnings. Don't do it. Vagabond Joe's saying if I could guess a low the shorts would go for today, what would that be? Well, I can tell you right now, the low's yesterday. Whatever the low was yesterday, they're going to try and beat it by a penny. Now, that's a long ways down from here, 705. So I don't see that in the realm of possibility, to be honest with you. Do not. I would be a buyer even right here. I think that they're done. So I think you're safe to come on into SoFi right now. But again, just buy a small amount to begin with, just a very small amount to begin with. All right. Please just buy a small amount to begin with. We weighed in here at 745 because, folks, it's already hit 738 and it's at 746 now. All right. Now, that day's range of 738 for the low, folks, again, I never saw that number. I never saw 738. So there again, I believe they're probably using a pre-market number for the low because I never saw 738. But this is the way they go about it. See? That's the way they go about it. Me hungry, me nibble more. Yeah, nibble.
Say about
BITF. Someone was someone was on the channel with me yesterday, and they said, "Hey, Catfish," and this was someone who knows that I tend not to hold through earnings calls, and they said, "What are you going to do with your BITF?" Because I had about $13,000 worth of BITF stock, and I said, "I will be selling it, 99% of it," which I did. I sold it last night because, as I've told everyone, I don't hold any stock through earnings. And man, did that pay off for us a week ago when we sold SOUN the day before earnings when it was up 17%. And then the day of earnings, they missed the street and it dropped 30%, 30% SOUN. And look at it now. It might be yes, it would be a good chance to buy here. I said that yesterday, actually. And I went ahead and scooped up some last night in the after hours because I thought when they ran it on down to the 5, I thought that's good. So I got a little bit right at 501, 502, 503. Right now, I'm sitting on about 400 shares that I bought at 501 last night in the after hours. You can see it right there. There it was, 7:59 p.m., 501. And so anyway, yeah, I bought some more back. But yeah,
Of which one?
SOUN. No, yeah, no. Yesterday I sold all of my BITF. I sold every bit of it.
Well, let me just say I don't know what someone's saying and stuff like that, but
They're saying BITF missed earnings.
no, they didn't. They killed it.
No, that's not what they're saying here.
Total revenue was up 34% compared to Q3 2023.
Danny Dimes, did you hear that? BITF missed earnings, he said. Missed on earnings. And then I'm hearing right here that's not true. Vagabond Joe's
No,
Tyler.
they actually did good. They did 1,236 Bitcoin in Q4.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're doing 5,000 Bitcoin a year, and Mara is doing 12,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah, I know.
Bitfarms operates off of hydropower, which is probably the best thing out there compared to dealing with electric issues.
Right. Well, there you go, folks. Here's what I said to you yesterday. I said, even if BITF beats the street,
It'll still go down.
it'll still go down. That's what I said, because they'll manipulate it down. So we're watching it very close right here, folks. Down 666 almost. Now down 704. Trading View is telling a different story on BITF. Danny Dime says Trading View is telling a different story on BITF. Wouldn't surprise me.
Well, yeah, because they're taking it down just to take it down.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised because the day on Nvidia or whoever it was, and somebody announced SOUN that they had beat. There were two different reports that came out that they beat. They beat estimates and all that stuff. And then 30 minutes later, a story came out saying how badly they missed on the top and the bottom. So I've seen this before. I tell you what, I'm going to be buying this. I sold it yesterday, and now you guys know why I sold this yesterday in the 266 to 270 in after hours. Bam. Yeah. And someone just asked me, will I hold SoFi through earnings? SoFi is the only company I hold through earnings because every single time, as soon as they announce the beat again, that they beat the street again, the thing spikes up, and I've got all these sell orders already in place up into 10s, 11s, 12s, and 13s, and then it will fall. It will fall after that because they manipulate it, folks. So I will hold SoFi through earnings briefly because once they announce this revenue that they made and that they're green again and that they beat estimates, especially with the cash. And let me tell you something, folks. You guys need to go over and listen to Uncle Bruce simplify this deal with the offering that they just made of those convertible notes. Uncle Bruce has it pegged, folks. Has it pegged. So get on over there, listen to Uncle Bruce's 2 days ago posting regarding the this new deal. Okay, and he's actually on right now live. I know. Yeah. Folks, when you understand and when you listen to it, and even I went over and listened to Tevis, Trading Fundamentals guy, Tevis. I went over to listen to him, and he did a great job of breaking it down. He had it very well charted out, showing that we need to get this price now of SoFi to $9.59. I believe it's $9.59. And then that would be good, because then these banks, that there's a point at which they will be able to start turning their notes over into stock, and the number is, I believe, 959. And then there's another number that we need to get to, and that's in the 12s, somewhere around 1250, 1270. And folks, once this happens, this will make SoFi, this last convertible note offering, geniuses to do it. All right. So look into it. And what it does is, there are shares now that have been eliminated from the market that cannot be sold. They cannot do anything with them, okay, until these numbers are achieved. So they're locked up, and that makes the short availability even less. All right, now I want you to notice how long this BITF has been sitting here at 246. I think right now would be a good time to pick up a small portion. It's been a very long time sitting here at this number, 246 and 247. So we're seeing right here a wall of resistance being shaped in here. And I think right now is a good time to pick up some more BITF. 24666 would be a good number here. So that's where I'm saying buy it here. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So you can buy a little bit now. We're just buying a tiny bit, and then we're going to sit on it and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do right this second. And you don't have to follow my lead, but I think we're there. And seeing it this long at this price, time to get in on it. All right. Especially if that one story was BS. And here we are. I already was expecting this, possibly. Got to put in my password. I'm in, and now we're going to do a buy order for, I'm just going to do 100 shares at this number right now. Review order and place it. So I'm in here now, and we'll see what we get. 248.01. I just filled 248.01 BITF purchase. How do you like that? Brought this stock in the 280s and 260s, a bunch in the 260s. Sold it at $3.98 in the pre-market. Now buying it back at 248.01. BITF 100 248.01. All right, and there she rises. She's starting her climb, folks. Let's do another buy here. Let's change this to a market share. There we go. And place it. Try to do a limit. 248.01 is on 252 now. That's good. A 4-cent increase already. 100 at 252. All right. Let's do another one, because they're going to try and keep pulling it back a little bit occasionally. Review order and place it. Like I said, I had $13,000 worth of this stock. 252 now. It's rising. That's two of them there. 252. Let's try and get it again here. Review order and place it. Back in for $1,000 right now. Let's see what number we get. 251.33. 251.33. All right. And let's go ahead and get one more here. It looks good. Review order and place it. I like it. See what we can pull off. 251 even that time. Beautiful. Seems like Double K just left us here. I'm going to wait a minute now. I'm not going to go in anymore. I want to see what happens if they try a double dagger. Okay. Then I'll pick up a little bit lower here. But It's a good spot, I think, to be coming in. I want to say hello and thank you to all 30 of you who are on the channel with me right now. Question on BITF: isn't it supposed to be harder to make Bitcoin all the time? Therefore, if Bitcoin makes fewer coins per quarter, it might not tell the whole story. Uh, there's a lot to be told about Bitcoin, and the biggest reason it's going to keep going up is that more and more of these legacy banks are going to be opening up their doors. Even though the bill was passed, they're not ready yet. The biggest banks are still working on the infrastructure and getting this out to their clients, okay? And they have not made entry. There's a few banks that have already, but there are going to be many, many, many more banks that are still working on this process to start making Bitcoin available to their clients. So be aware of that, that right at this stage of the game, there are still a lot of banks that haven't got the process down yet. But as more and more open the doors to their customers to Bitcoin, the higher she goes. There's another play on Bitcoin that people I've been trying to tell you about. Some people have disagreed with me, but they don't know what I know. And that is that there's a lot of Bitcoin being tossed around right now because of what's called ransomware. And there's somebody out there, these cruel entities that are using Bitcoin for their payment when they shut people's computers down. And this is a story that I only have an insider link to, and I'm sharing it with you guys. You are on the inside now. This is not being covered by the media. It's not being covered at all. That what's happening here is on a daily basis, every single day of every week of every month of this year, somebody is getting their computers hacked and they're being forced to get their information back through Bitcoin payment because it's untraceable. And this I'm sharing with you because you need to know it. Because, for example, just to give you one example or a couple, last year, do you remember when the airlines, all the flights were told to come to the ground and they shut it all down? We didn't have any radar and everything was, well, that was a ransomware issue. And we forked over a lot of money. I don't know who did, but somebody paid, and they paid with Bitcoin. Well, the very following day, and this is again not in the news, but I know it, the next day they did the same thing in Canada. Now, again, this was not on CNN or headline news or any ABC, NBC, CBS, nothing, not even on Fox. But this is what's happening on a daily basis. Okay, just so you're aware of it. The companies are getting their computers hacked. They're being notified that if they want their information back or access to their data, pay this ransom and then you'll get it back. And I know that this even happened to my sister, my stepdaughter's, her boyfriend, their place where they work, it happened to them as well. So I know it's happening a lot, and I know it's happening all over the country. I know it's happening every day, and it's not just happening here in the United States, it's happening all over the world. Now, since I happen to believe that we are going to see a double dagger move here again, I get in at the first number I wanted to review order and place it. This is where I was hoping to get before 246, and I'm in 100 at 246. Well, you saw me selling all this last night, everybody on this channel. You saw me sell it at 266, 267, 264. I sold a little bit, but now I wanted that number 246, so that's why I put it in. Reason why is because, see, at this low number here, they're trying to achieve this crazy negative 666 thing going on. Okay, so that's why I wanted to buy it here. Review order, and I'm going to sit on this, wait for a minute, and see if I can get this even a little bit lower. I want the low of the day, and the low of the day was 245 so far. So let's just see if we can get the low of the day on BITF. And what's SoFi doing? Meanwhile, look at that low. Look at that low today, 30 cents higher than yesterday's low. And this is what I have on my headline. You see higher highs, higher lows, and I very much expect to see that. Okay, now somebody said, how low will we go? And somebody, Danny Dimes, answered 733. Well, look at the day's range. It hit 733. That was the low. Danny, what do you got? A crystal ball over there? And by the way, as was and look at this thing now. Now it's time to pick up a little bit more Sofi here, folks. In my opinion, add to position. I'm going to be coming in 50 at a time here. Review order and place it. Looks good. I got a double bottom, triple bottom now. 741, everybody. 741 Sofi. 50 shares, 741. Yep. Danny Dime says you heard it from me first. Well, I like the looks of this chart on SoFi right now at 741 right here. So I'm a buyer. They may try the same thing. They might try a little double dagger, a little false return, and then pull it again. But I like the fact that I'm buying right here. I'm gonna do another 50 review order and place it. See if we can get it at 739, 740. And I did 740, 50 shares.